What if I told you that a simple 1949 Lincoln penny, a coin you might overlook in your pocket change, could be worth up to $7 million? Yes, you heard that right. This ordinary-looking penny could be your golden ticket to a wealthy lifestyle, but here's the catch: not every 1949 penny is worth millions. There are specific clues that separate a common coin from a life-changing fortune. And today, I'm going to reveal exactly what to look for, how to cash in, and why some collectors will pay eye-popping amounts for these rare pennies. So, stick around, because by the end of this video, you might realize you're sitting on a hidden treasure without even knowing it. Now, let's dive into the mystery. What makes the 1949 Lincoln penny without a mint mark so valuable? Here's the deal: pennies minted in 1949 without a mint mark were produced at the Philadelphia Mint. While most of these coins are common, a small batch of them had rare minting errors that make collectors drool. Errors like double die obverse, where the coin's design is accidentally duplicated during the minting process. Imagine the text, Liberty, or the date, 1949, looking slightly doubled. That tiny flaw could mean a massive payday. And then there's the off-center strike, a coin that wasn't perfectly aligned during minting. The more off-center, the higher the value. Some off-center 1949 pennies have sold for tens of thousands of dollars. Now, here's where it gets exciting: the rarest error of all, the overpunched mint mark. If you find a 1949 penny with faint traces of another mint mark under the surface, you could be looking at a seven-figure treasure. And hey, don't go flipping over your couch cushions just yet. But if you do, at least check the pennies you find, right? Still skeptical? Let me tell you a story that will blow your mind. In 2023, a lucky coin collector discovered a 1949 Lincoln penny with a barely noticeable minting error. At first, he thought it was just another old penny, until an expert appraisal revealed it was worth $7 million at auction. Imagine that, a coin sitting quietly in a jar for decades suddenly turning someone into a multimillionaire overnight. And this isn't a one-time fluke. Other 1949 pennies with unique minting errors consistently sell for $10,000, $50,000, even $500,000, and the value keeps rising as demand skyrockets. Why? Because rare coins like these are historical artifacts, and wealthy collectors are willing to pay a fortune to own a piece of history. So, how do you know if you have one of these priceless pennies? And what steps should you take if you find one? Don't worry, I've got you covered. First, grab any 1949 Lincoln pennies you have, and pay close attention to these three things. 1. Look for mint errors. Use a magnifying glass and check for doubling on the lettering, especially Liberty and the date. Even a slight double die can mean thousands of dollars. 2. Check for off-center strikes. If the coin's design is misaligned, you could have a rare find. The further off-center, the higher the value. 3. Search for over-punched marks. Look carefully under the date for faint traces of another mint mark. This is the jackpot error that has sold for millions. Now, once you've identified a potentially valuable penny, don't clean it. Cleaning can destroy its value instantly. Instead, get it professionally appraised by a trusted coin expert. And here's the thing: the market for rare coins is hotter than ever. With more collectors hunting for these elusive treasures, the value of rare 1949 pennies could explode even further. If you wait too long, you might miss out on the opportunity of a lifetime. Would you rather spend your retirement savings, or find it hiding in your coin jar? So, what are you waiting for? Check your loose change, inspect those old coin jars, and who knows, your next penny could be worth millions. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, because we're uncovering more hidden treasures that could change your life. And remember, the next time you find a penny, look closer. It might just be your ticket to a wealthy future. You're sifting through loose change in your kitchen drawer, and there it is, an ordinary 2015 Lincoln penny. Or so you think. What if I told you that a single 2015 penny without a mint mark could be worth up to $3 million? Yes, you heard that right. $3 million. Most people overlook these pennies every day, but the ones who know what to look for, they're cashing in big. What if you're sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it? Keep watching because I'm about to reveal exactly what makes these pennies so valuable, how to identify if you have one, and how to turn it into life-changing cash. And trust me, you don't want to miss the hidden detail that could be the difference between a regular penny and your ticket to millionaire status. Let's dive in. Now, you might be wondering, why on earth would a 2015 penny without a mint mark be worth millions? Here's the deal: it all comes down to rare minting errors. In 2015, the US Mint produced billions of pennies. But every now and then, a mistake slips through the cracks, and collectors, they go absolutely crazy for these mistakes. One type of error, known as a double die obverse, means Lincoln's face looks slightly doubled. Another, the off-center strike, makes the image appear shifted. And if you find one with no mint mark, produced by accident at the Philadelphia Mint, jackpot. Think about it, the US Mint isn't supposed to make mistakes. When they do, it creates a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Some collectors will pay anything to own these rare errors. And here's a thought: when was the last time you actually checked your pocket change? For all you know, you could be carrying $1 million penny right now. Kinda makes you want to double-check, doesn't it? Alright, so how do you know if your 2015 penny is the golden ticket? First, check for the mint mark. Most pennies have a small letter under the date, D for Denver, S for San Francisco. But if there's no letter there, you might be onto something huge. Next, look for doubling. Take a magnifying glass and examine Lincoln's face, the word Liberty, or the date. If you see a shadow-like duplicate, that's a double die error. And here's a fun fact: some of the most valuable 2015 pennies are mistakes even the mint doesn't fully understand. It's like a treasure map with secret markings only a few people can spot. Don't just check your penny jar, dig through old coin rolls from the bank. You never know what slipped through the system. And here's where things get exciting. Coming up, I'm going to reveal the exact places to sell these rare pennies for top dollar. Because let's face it, knowing you have $1 million penny is one thing. Turning it into cash, that's the real goal. So, you've got a 2015 penny that looks promising. What now? It's time to cash in. First, get it authenticated. Reach out to professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. They'll certify your coin and give it a grade. The higher the grade, the bigger the payout. Once it's certified, you've got options. Online auctions, platforms like eBay or Heritage Auctions attract serious collectors willing to bid high for rare finds. Coin dealers, local and national coin dealers often pay premium prices for authenticated errors. Private collectors, some collectors will pay extraordinary sums privately to own a one-of-a-kind piece. And here's a wild truth: one verified 2015 penny without a mint mark sold for over $3 million at a private auction. Imagine waking up one day, finding a penny in your car, and suddenly your life changes forever. But here's the kicker: not many people know about these valuable errors, and that means time is of the essence. As awareness grows, competition heats up. The longer you wait, the harder it might be to cash in. So, the question is, are you going to let a potential fortune slip through your fingers? Or are you going to check your pennies and see if you're holding on to millions? If you learned something new today, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more insider secrets on rare coins that could make you rich. And hey, go check your pocket change. Your millionaire moment could be one penny away. Don't miss your shot. 2017 Mint Mark Lincoln penny could be hiding in your pocket right now, and it could be worth up to $2.50 million. Sounds crazy, right? But stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and how to cash in big, and trust me, you don't want to miss even one detail. That penny you overlooked yesterday? It could be your ticket to a whole new life. So, are you ready to find out if you're sitting on a fortune? Let's dive in. Most people think pennies are just pocket change. Worthless, right? Wrong. In 2017, the US Mint did something unusual. For the first time in 225 years, they placed a small P mint mark on the Lincoln penny minted in Philadelphia. A tiny letter with massive financial potential, and here's where it gets interesting. Some of these 2017 pennies have rare errors that drive their value through the roof, and collectors are paying life-changing amounts to get their hands on them. Now, you might be wondering, why would anyone pay millions for a penny? Well, rare coin collectors are obsessed with mistakes, flaws, imperfections. The more unique the error, the higher the price. And the 2017 penny? It's hiding some of the rarest errors ever found. But here's the million-dollar question. Could you be holding one right now? Alright, grab your loose change, because we're about to break down exactly what to look for. This error is a game changer. It happens when the coin is struck twice by mistake, causing visible doubling on Lincoln's face or the inscriptions. If you spot this, your penny could be worth thousands, even millions. And here's a fun fact. One lucky collector recently sold their 2017 penny with a rare double die error for a jaw-dropping $2.50 million. Imagine finding that in your couch cushions. Ever seen a penny where the design is shifted way off to the side? That's an off-center strike, and the more dramatic the misalignment, the higher the value. These can easily fetch $5,000 to $50,000 depending on how rare they are. If your 2017 penny has faint or missing details like the "In God We Trust" or the mint year, congratulations. You might be sitting on a gold mine. Now, before you start tearing through your coin jar, hang tight, because the next mistake is the rarest of them all, the Holy Grail error, the blank planchet. Imagine finding a 2017 penny where the design is completely missing. These rare blank planchet errors are like winning the lottery. Some of these mistakes have fetched over $1 million at auction, and here's the kicker, they often slip past quality control undetected, meaning one could be sitting quietly in your collection right now. So, what should you do if you think you've struck gold? Inspect your coins under good lighting. A magnifying glass helps spot tiny errors others might miss. If you find a possible error, get it professionally graded by a trusted service like PCGS or NGC. This verifies authenticity and increases its market value. Don't settle for less. Auction houses specializing in rare coins can connect you with serious collectors willing to pay top dollar. And here's a thought. What if your next trip to the grocery store pays for your dream vacation, or better yet, your retirement? These pennies are still out there, and every day, someone finds one. Why not you? So, the next time you get a handful of change, don't ignore it. That tiny copper coin could be your path to financial freedom. Think about it. How many pennies have you let slip away? How much money have you left sitting in a dusty drawer? But here's the catch. These valuable pennies are disappearing fast as collectors scoop them up. The clock is ticking. If you want to learn more about other valuable coins hiding in plain sight, subscribe now and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, because your next penny could be worth millions. 2020 Lincoln penny sitting in your spare change could be worth up to $2 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, it's 100% true. And if you don't check your pennies, you might be throwing away a fortune without even realizing it. Stick with me, because in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to reveal exactly what to look for on the 2020 Lincoln penny, the rare errors and hidden details that could turn an ordinary coin into a life-changing payday. But fair warning, the clock is ticking, and these valuable pennies are disappearing fast. So, grab your loose change, because by the end of this video, you might just uncover a small copper coin, worth millions. Now, you might be wondering, how on earth can a modern penny, minted in 2020, be worth up to $2 million? Isn't that just pocket change? Well, not quite. The truth is, some 2020 Lincoln pennies were struck with rare minting errors, mistakes that make collectors go absolutely wild, and when collectors are willing to pay any price to get their hands on these mistakes, that's when the value skyrockets. But here's the kicker, most people have no idea what to look for, which means these million-dollar pennies could be hiding right under your nose. Imagine tossing one of these into a coin jar and never realizing the fortune you just gave away. Scary thought, isn't it? So, what exactly makes a 2020 Lincoln penny so valuable? Let's break it down. First, and this is critical, you need to check for a double die obverse. This error happens when the coin is struck twice by the minting press, causing design elements to double. Look closely at Lincoln's profile and the words, "In God We Trust." If you spot any doubling or blurry text, congratulations, you might be holding a jackpot. Next, the elusive floating roof error. On some 2020 pennies, the roof of the Lincoln Memorial appears to be floating, disconnected from the columns. This mistake can drive the value of your penny through the roof, no pun intended, and here's one you definitely don't want to miss, the die clash error. This happens when the dies strike each other without a coin in between, leaving ghostly outlines or strange markings on the surface. If your penny shows unusual grooves or mysterious impressions, you could be looking at a 6 or 7-figure coin. And let's not forget the off-center strike. If your penny's design is misaligned or missing part of the image, it could be worth thousands, even millions. Still with me? Good, because the next part could be the most important clue to your fortune. So, you've checked your 2020 penny, and you've spotted one of these rare errors. What's next? How do you turn that tiny copper coin into a life-changing payday? First, don't rush to sell it. You need to have your penny professionally graded by a reputable company like PCGS or NGC. This ensures collectors know it's authentic, and serious buyers pay big when they see a certified grade. Second, auction it where the big players bid. The best pennies fetch record-breaking prices at major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. Imagine your penny sitting on a collector's wish list, with millionaires battling to own it. Exciting, isn't it? And here's a little secret, timing is everything. As demand for rare coins skyrockets, prices follow. But once the market cools, you could lose out. So, if you find a valuable penny, don't wait, act fast. Now, you might be thinking, what if I don't find one? Well, here's the thing, rare pennies are discovered every single day by people just like you. Why not be the next lucky one? So, what are you waiting for? That 2020 Lincoln penny in your spare change could be your ticket to $1 million lifestyle. Check your coins now, because every second you wait, another rare penny slips through someone else's hands. And if you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more life-changing coin discoveries, and share this with someone who needs to check their pennies today. So valuable, that it could change your life forever. Sounds like a fantasy, right? But what if I told you the 2021 Mint Mark Lincoln penny could be worth up to $1 million? Yes, you heard that right. And if you think pennies are just loose change, stick around, because you might be sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it. the 2021 Lincoln penny may seem ordinary at first glance, but hidden among these everyday coins are a few rare mistakes, errors that collectors will pay astronomical sums to own. These errors can transform a simple 1-cent coin into a life-changing payday. And in today's fast-moving collector market, the value of these error pennies is skyrocketing. But what makes these pennies so valuable? It all comes down to a few critical factors: minting mistakes, rarity, and collector demand. When the Denver Mint produced these coins in 2021, a few of them left the minting press with serious flaws, and those flaws are where the money is. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die-up verse. Imagine looking at Abraham Lincoln's face and seeing a ghostly double image. It's like Lincoln himself couldn't decide where to stand. This error happens when the coin's design is stamped twice, slightly out of alignment. Collectors go wild for these imperfections because they are rare and nearly impossible to replicate. If you find one of these in your pocket, you could be holding a six-figure coin, or even more. Another valuable error to watch for is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not properly aligned during minting, leaving part of the design missing. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the penny. And here's a tip: the date must still be visible to fetch the highest price. No date, no jackpot. But wait, there's another twist. Some 2021 pennies were struck on the wrong planchet. Planchets are the metal blanks used to make coins, and when a penny is struck on a nickel or dime planchet, the value shoots through the roof. These errors are incredibly rare and can bring in life-changing sums. Now, you might be wondering, how do I know if I have a rare 2021 Lincoln penny? The first step is to inspect your coins closely. Look for doubling on the letters and Lincoln's profile. Pay attention to any off-center designs. And if your penny feels strange or looks different, it might just be one of those planchet errors. A magnifying glass or a coin microscope can be your best friend in spotting these rare traits. And here's where it gets even better. If you do find a suspicious penny, don't let it gather dust. Get it professionally graded. Certified coins not only sell for higher prices but also give buyers confidence in their authenticity. Major grading companies like PCGS or NGC specialize in verifying and valuing rare coins. That tiny investment in grading could turn a humble penny into $1 million windfall. Still think it's impossible to find one? Consider this. A lucky coin hunter recently discovered a rare error penny in their spare change. They sent it for grading, and that ordinary-looking coin sold for over $300,000 at auction. And that's just the beginning. With the collector market heating up, experts predict the next rare 2021 Lincoln penny could break the $1 million mark. Here's the kicker: these valuable pennies are still out there, waiting to be found. Every time you get a penny in your change, you have a chance to strike it rich. The question is, will you take that chance, or let $1 million slip through your fingers? So, what are you waiting for? Go check your coins. That 2021 Lincoln penny hiding in your pocket could be your ticket to financial freedom. And if you do find one, remember, you just might be holding $1 million treasure in the palm of your hand. Don't miss your shot. Your fortune could be just one penny away.